of all, they've been spamming everyone with this. What is this, and what can I do with it?
Well, this is a lovely purple QR code. These are actually for laptop stickers because people love us so much they want to stick us on their laptops to show all the amazing places they discover with Rumble. But actually, we've been going around in Amsterdam and putting QR codes on venues to make it easier for people to check in, find out who's been there, who's there, and ultimately rumble and rate the place.
Have you had your ass kicked yet for putting graffiti or putting spam all over places?
No, actually, the venues love it because they've got ratings on Rumble, so it's like putting a Zagat badge on the door, but interactive.
Very cool. How do you explain it to the people that you spam with your stickers? How do you explain what you actually do?
Well, actually, the team's been going around one by one and talking to people and just explaining, but they've been getting a really quick reception. It takes like a minute just to explain. People kind of get the idea, and it's cool. It's something different.
Well, here in Amsterdam, we're very tech-minded, so people are intelligent enough to understand it.
Uber liberal. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys do? Give me the quick pitch.
Okay, the quick pitch. We make it easy to find places nearby you'll love. And that means walking out of the door and in 30 seconds press a button and find your place you actually really want to go to. So instead of a list of 50 restaurants nearby, all rated 3 out of 5, we just want to give you the 4 or 5 you'll definitely like.
Okay, so how are you better than, for example, we have Eens here in the Netherlands, or Zagat, which I use when I'm in the States. How are you better than those guys?
Okay, so most recommendation services we believe are broken because they're either based upon an aggregate, so 100 reviews divided by 100 equals an average rating, which is kind of meaningless, or maybe it uses some collaborative filtering. But if you look at the recommendation services out there, most of them, they'll show you like 30 restaurants nearby, and they're all rated 3 out of 5. That's useless because you and I like different stuff, right? So what we do, we have an algorithm that works out who you trust for different tastes and things. So as you use the service learns, and it builds a trust network, so like a social network, but instead of links of friendship between people, it's links of trust between people. And it automatically does that as you use the service and personalizes the results. So you'd see 8 out of 10, I might see 5 out of 10.
Okay, can I kind of compare it to what Google did with page ranking, which they did to kind of get the search better, to give us better.
Yeah, so
It's a good thing to be compared to.
It is. You're not the first one to say it. So yeah, a page rank for the physical world, if you like, would be a good description. I mean, ultimately, we are trying to do for the physical world what online search has done for the virtual world, and we believe that with the use of the phones, that the same way you've had the long tail of content online, we believe there'll become a long tail of the physical world, which I've called. So, all this stuff we have in our heads, we don't put somewhere, like, the best picnic site, the best dog walk, the best kite surfing beach, that stuff all needs to go somewhere, and Rumble's the place to put it.
Okay, so it's also a lot of local knowledge. I know a lot about Amsterdam, you don't. You come here, you can use my knowledge. What kind of platforms are you on right now? What can I use you on?
Okay, we've got a Windows version, pretty basic Windows version, but we also have a Rumble for Android, Rumble for iPhone, and also on the web and a mobile site. We've been very heavily tech-focused with our engine up until recently, so we're now sort of rapidly iterating. We know we've got a few usability issues and what's called a cold start problem for users when entering the service, so that's what we're now fixing.
Okay, very good. And you're based out of London, have an office in San Francisco. How are you funded?
Okay, been angel funded to date. And we're only a small team. We're 5 plus an intern. So we are looking to expand. So if you're an awesome developer out in the West Coast, get in contact with us.
Okay, and how about awesome people who want to give you money to actually expand your service? You open to that or not yet?
Yeah, we're happy to talk. Always, it's good to talk, right?
Very good.
It's good to talk. Better to rumble.
And how many users do you currently have?
So we're about 120,000 at the moment.
And that's worldwide. What are the big hotspots of users?
Yeah, we've got users in about 190 countries, but mainly our biggest growth is UK and US. What's interesting is where people actually rumble stuff. We thought people would do it local, then expand out, but actually we find people rumble the foreign places they've been and then work back closer to home. So yeah, we have content all over the world.
Really working that into a verb, I hear it.
But hey, they started it, to rumble something. You Google something, for the physical world, you rumble something.
That's good. It's a good name. It sticks, How are you going to make money with this?
So ultimately, I think if you understand what consumers do, then you'll be able to market to them or give them advertising that hopefully will demand a higher premium because it's more relevant. I think that's longer term. In the short term, we have a bunch of other ideas. We maybe do something in the B2B space, but we're really focused on user engagement at the moment and getting the service to the point where the user experience is as good as the technology. That's our challenge.
And if I have a really cool bar and I'm the owner over here, can I buy a good rating in your app store somewhere, or is that all?
No, I mean that's the point. So compared to like all the other recommendation sites, if someone goes on and they're paid for PR marketing, so rate the bars highly, it won't work because the trust network protects gaming the network. So that's a big plus on the site, the spamming side.
Very cool. We're going to try it out. We're going to be rumbling, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a great trip.